Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm on a bit of a upload fest at the minute, so usually when there's one video there's usually a couple. Now, I've not given my thoughts and opinions on the whole loot crate situation, which has been rampaging throughout the internet as things stand. Now, a lot of the controversy has been with Star Wars Battlefront 2, not a game I'm particularly interested in. I'm not going to lie, straight off the bat, I've not seen Star Wars, I'm not keen on seeing Star Wars, and any of the games surrounding that universe I really could not care too much for. It'd have to be something truly special for me to want to even take a gander at it. But regardless of all that, the practices that within EA games are EA Electronic Arts published games are absolutely atrocious, and I can honestly say I don't even have Origin installed on this machine. The last game I played was Mass Effect Andromeda, and it was, quite frankly, a pile of rubbish. So, you know, to be honest, I don't see any point in going and playing EA's games. They don't really make anything that appeals to me much anymore. And the same, I've blacklisted Ubisoft already, but that was from my own experiences. I've never been that keen on the Assassin's Creed franchise, so at the end it's looking like we're gonna have to stick EA in the same category there. But the practices are really bad, like the whole Activision thing with World War II. I mean, I honestly think I talk to people who are more casual gamers or more console orientated gamers that do play a lot of games, but they just play their couple. They play their FIFA, they play their Call of Duty, and that's about it. So, I was talking to some guys, they're like, yeah, I can't wait to get, I bought World War II, got it for a good price, and I'm like thinking, there's an achievement, right, where you have to watch 5 loot boxes be opened up by other players that drop on Normandy Beach, and they're all looking at me like as if to say, hey, you're talking a load of rubbish, like, that's not how the game works. And I think it's because a lot of people still are massively uninformed, quite frankly. And I think probably it's a bit of a rabbit hole. As soon as you are informed, you then want to take action and do something about it, because, there are legitimately companies purely focused on making a profit that are destroying an industry that, a lot of us have all grown up with and spend all of our free time and majority of our entertainment allowance, money-wise, on, on this sector. And unfortunately, the greed has sunk in so deep that everything has to be monetized, less games are made, less innovation. I mean, this is why, let's be honest, we do have to try and support independent developers more than ever. The likes of or independent AAA like CD Projekt Red, for example, which have been sort of teetering. They've been making some murmurs that they're going to go the other way, but they've rebutted. We've got to really protect those companies while they're saying the right things, while they're doing the right things. And, companies like EA, Activision, Ubisoft do not deserve any defence, because they have no defence. And I don't really understand how people can put an argument forward for them. There just isn't. If you want to play that type of game, that's fine. And I will continue to ignore him. And I will continue to, play the games that I want to play. Luckily, RPGs are not the flavour of the month. Even with Skyrim's massive success, we never went down that rabbit hole of RPGs being butchered like that so much. I mean, it does happen, obviously. But, relatively, my particular favourite genre has remained unscathed. Unlike my previous prioritised favourite genre of dance music. Now, when I was younger and I was really into it, that all of a sudden became really popular, with the emergence of David Guetta and all that. And then it became rubbish. It became mainstream, it became watered down, it became melded into all the other genres, into the R&B genre, and then, lost its identity. The same thing with the FPS. Occasionally a great FPS comes out that, does all the right things, hits all the right buttons, but usually it is, the whole Call of Duty fest all over again with, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think the loot box thing in Overwatch is particularly egregious. I think anything that's just purely cosmetic, but then again, it's a full price game. If it was a £20 game and then they had stuff like that in, alright, fair enough. Or a free game. Because, let's be honest, the amount of money that they're making from these microtransactions means they can give the game away for free. I've been saying for a very long time that EA should make Ultimate Team free, because the amount of money they get out of people buying packs is absolutely incredible. You know, there's no way they need to tack on a £50-60 FIFA edition on top of that just for you to be able to get into the ecosystem. And I think they'd earn a lot more money if they made it free. You know, you're going to get people just pick it up, try it out, end up buying some packs because they like the Ultimate Team bit so much. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I mean, that's me giving them pointers on how to make more money, so I don't think that they need my particular help in that department. I think they've got it down pretty well so far. But, you know, I'll be interested to know what you guys think. You know, is for people who are sort of like really old school, you know, big first person shooter fans, I would be feeling pretty crap, more so than I do feel a bit outraged by it all. You know, because the genre that is my favourite, that I love, is, you know, being taken apart piece by piece. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I mean, I think if it was RPGs, I would be proper on the bandwagon. I mean, I remember in my earlier days of YouTube, every other video would be me complaining about Square Enix, and yeah, they don't seem as bad anymore. You know, they may make really crap games that don't do a series any justice, but hey, at least they're not nickel and diming. Yeah, I know they release all this crappy costume DLC. Actually, yeah, no. Yeah, I hate Square Enix too. They're not going to be blacklisted though, because there's a potential chance they may actually occasionally make a good game. But Activision, what they done? Well, okay, we got the Crash Bandicoot remaster, but that wasn't even made by them. They just own the rights for it. So, I don't know. Moving forward, until it becomes major mainstream, this sort of outrage towards butchering up games, I don't think much will be done. They can still continue to get away with it, and the battle for the lack of the microtransaction is not done. Not by a long stretch. I realise that I'm actually shaking the camera quite a bit. I don't really know how this is happening. I must be doing something wrong, because, yeah, we're well wobbly here. I don't know what is going on at all. I think I need to have a mess around with some cables and such. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy my little opinion piece on, well, EA and Ubisoft, because screw those guys, man. Screw those guys.